5 years old.
Hello everyone, and here's the new challenge. This is the first video in the series I hope to complete. I'll go through a basic rundown of what this is and what it's not. First off, it's not a minimal kill challenge, meaning I'm not going to worry about how many people get killed in the game itself. There are already minimal kill challenges, and I'm not trying to do that. This is basically just a minimal skill challenge, trying to keep the skill levels down to a bare minimum. It's also not a speed run. I'm not going to worry about how long it takes to get it done either. There's already too many people doing that as well. The purpose of this is to keep the skill levels down to a bare minimum. Basically anything that would give an advantage, such as weapon skills, all of the weapons that have skills, including the pistol, silenced pistol, shotguns, machine pistols, SMGs, and the assault rifles. That also includes trying to keep the total respect down to a minimum, as well as the lung capacity, flying skill, bike skill, cycling skill, as well as trying to keep the muscle down as well. Other things I'll try to keep to a minimum during this will be vehicle resprays, meals that are eaten, bullets that are fired, bullets that hit, and other things as well. I did create a complete list of those and put them in the video description. I'm also going to only focus on the story missions. That means no side missions, no asset missions, none of the schools, except for pilot school, of course. Unique stunt jumps are collectibles, and of course those things will only be done if they come up in missions. Things that I won't worry about will be things like driving skill, the explosives that are used, fires that are started, safe house visits, and the number of wanted stars that are attained, as well as the number of police bribes that are used. One thing that doesn't matter is entering locked areas of the game. As long as I don't violate any of the other rules, I'm not going to worry about going into locked areas of the game to get certain weapons. Now, the weapons I will use will be weapons that won't increase the skill levels. That includes like brass knuckles, items that can be used to strike people with, such as baseball bats, golf clubs, shovels, etc., things like that. I will also use things such as satchel charges, grenades, flamethrowers, Molotov cocktails, as well as fire extinguishers, the spray paint can as well. Parachute will be used primarily because it can be used to damage vehicles that are normally not able to take damage. That was a technique discovered by Orion SR. And just in case I need to use any guns, some of the guns won't increase the skills. That includes like the minigun, the country rifle, the sniper rifle. So I'll usually have at least one of those on hand just in case I need to use a gun. So it won't actually increase the skills. I will keep it though to a minimum because I don't want to increase the number of bullets that are used. And there are obvious missions where guns have to be used, such as any mission where CJ is in first-person view, so guns will have to be used sometimes, but I'll keep that to a minimum. I also won't do any swimming unless I absolutely have to, and I won't use any paint sprays as well. Also, one of the most important weapons I'd like to use is tear gas. Unfortunately, though, I've done this twice before, and tear gas doesn't actually work in a lot of missions. It only works outside of the mission, so you can throw it and it doesn't affect anybody. So I'll be using a lot of other weapons instead. There'll be no cheats, of course, and there'll be no mods. I'm going to be using PC version 2, and I will have the frame limiter on, and CJ will not get busted or wasted either. That's a pretty basic idea of everything that's going to be done. I'll give a better description as well later on. And go ahead and feel free to leave any comments you have as well. Thanks a lot.
Officer Pendlebury's down. We'll be right over.
Oh, shit. Here we go again. Worst place in the world. Rolling Heights baller country. Now, I ain't represented Grove Street in 5 years, but the ballers won't give a shit.
Ain't nothing dope about the Grove, man. Move it or I'll total it.
Don't take this personal, but you getting jacked.
That's all I'm asking. Last night, as I was laying in my car meditating, and it occurred to me, why are you even listening? Things we talked about. Oh, think, seriously think. You can enforce. We'll see you next time in Area 53, but be careful out there, wherever you are.
That was Area 53. We're sorry.
If you crave news, WCTR, West Coast Talk Radio.
Have you heard the #1 gardening show in San Andreas? If not, here's what you're missing.
Well, why don't you just go buy your vegetables at the grocery store then, you sycophants? God, I just love this.
You go to hell.
Well, screw you too, Mom. See if you're ever on the show again. Next call.
Yeah, what's that plant that blows every 4 years? Is it so high and smells like hell? I want to plant one on my ex-wife's lawn.
It's called Amorphophallus titanium. God, I love to see that. Amorphophallus titanium. Sounded it gives me a redwood and khakis. If I come back superhero, I want to be called that. It's Amorphophallus titanium.
try that. Thank you so much for the advice, Maurice.
Oh, I'm here to help, sailor.
Gardening with Maurice, only on WCTR.
Cock-a-doodle-doo, we're a huge corporation.
Cock-a-doodle-doo, and we can't be stopped. All you protesters can go to hell.
It's time for Clucking Bell.
From the factory farmer to your plate, the chicken's life is a sorry state. The pond full of chemicals, what the hell?
They even make my breasts swell.
Filled full of hormones so they get fat. At least we no longer slip in a rat. I love chicken with a shitty smell, and that's why I love Clucking Bell.
Clucking Bell! Suffering never tasted so good!
If you're into exploring exotic places and forbidden fruit, stay tuned. It's The Wild Traveler. Next.
Support for The Wild Traveler is brought to you by the Ultimate Disc in the Dark Association of America, who encourages you to get out and play. Edible things, and you can discover them for yourself. Come along, I'll take you there.
This is aerial support. I think he knows that by now. We got a clear shot from the suspect. Stop right now. Why do I have to do all of the shooting? 'Cause I'm a pacifist.
Jesus!
We're the police, morons. We've got a helicopter. We got a clear visual on suspects that are about to open fire.
I need that shit you driving.
I got war, famine, depression, and pollution right here on my doorstep. And parents, don't sweat kids go a rail after college. They'll come back with ludicrous misconceptions about how schools carry on civilization. Europe is not the real world. This is.
Well, I love to slum about in a dirty youth hostel with communal showers as much as the next man. Sometimes more. But I have to agree, Europe is overrated. Eastern Europe was good for a few years after the wall came down, but even there the police are too strict. You just can't let your hair down. There are far more unexplored pleasures to be had in the Far East. Next corner, you're on the Wild Traveler.
Hey, I've been listening to you go on and on about travel. You know how expensive it is to fly to Asia? Russia's on the way. They're all coming here to set up 5 families and run numbers. South America, everyone went extinct there. They have more culture there than the contents of my toilet bowl. Rainforest, rainforest. In Mexico, if I wanted to be that close to my ancient ancestors, I'd be banging my mother-in-law instead of my wife's best friend.
We can fight like beasts, not politically. I'm sure the summit of your aspirations in life is a cheerleader with fake guns, but some of us think a little more exotically
Can't
than
believe
this.
this shit. Don't make me stop running, fool!
Jesus!
My ex-wife drives.
harassing you for doing nothing. I just hate showing up to some place to enjoy myself and people are being forced from their homes by war or famine or whatever. Life is great! Stop
Down, hard man. Right now!
This gonna get real nasty,
Let me
fool!
leave from my travel. Paste pictures, notes. Sometimes people object to you taking their picture. But a few pennies of their local currency and they will form. So I don't think this is patronizing, but I think it is fair enough. They need the money and I need the company. Besides which, it is the oldest profession. What? Oh, time for me to head south again. I'm James Beniston.
This is WCTR, committed to bringing you shows like The Wild Traveler, the show that takes you around the world and abandons you at the airport.
Relationships can seem like an... Chew that bitch out. A diamond lasts forever, but your relationship might not. A diamond is love, rock hard, and frozen in time. Luckily, most women are shallow and materialistic.
Oh, a diamond! So you do love me.
Nothing says I love you like a lump of carbon mined by wage slaves in Angola.
I don't even know what I was mad at you about. Do you want a blowjob?
Passion. It can be purchased, and it can be overpriced. Ice, available and very expensive at Decock Diamonds.
If you love to hear liberals whine and conservatives lecture, then stay tuned for I Say You Say.
The future of America, threatened again.
We take on the highly charged debate about test tube babies and actually talk to one.
I have flashbacks. Go to hysterics in science class. Do you know what it's like growing up in a beaker?
That's all today on I Say You Say. We share last names, but that's about it. I'm Peyton, that's my wife Mary, and this is I Say You Say, where left is right and right...
Shit! Or where East meets West, and the West always wins. That wall came down, darling.
I don't know who saw today's news, so who is in the right in this great dialogue of disaster? Is it, as I think, is it share and share like?
Bitches!
Crush the weak and starve the poor. You decide. Let my wife or me lecturer in pointless anthropology.
That's the problem with liberals. They don't know when to shut up and enjoy freedom. Let's go to the phones.
Yeah, hi. Here's the deal. I'm really funny. Nobody wants to hire somebody funny. I mean, how is that fair? I mean, I'm white. They married here at night. You know, whatever that means. But people just respond badly to me. I don't understand it.
Are you related to my husband?
I don't think so.
I hope not. Have you got a question about politics?
Yeah, sure. I know a lot about politics. Hey, can I do your job? You know, I used to be on the radio back in the day.
Even my husband can't do his job, you strange, pathetic little sap. Let's have a real caller, please.
Hi, my name is Michelle. I'm a first-time caller to the show. I wanted to know what you guys thought about the proposition to ban smoking.
Well, this is a simple issue. Smoking. Democracy at work again in our state. Seems like a good thing when you first look at it, but democracy only works when you agree with it. Then it's best to favor a totalitarian state. I'm not sure about this one.
I think smoking is an invasion of my body, and I've always wanted to do people. I'm right behind the proposition.
Me too. Thanks, Michelle.
I also wanted to say hi to my stepbrother, Bill, who's been undergoing a hair transplant today. Hey, Bill, if you're listening, I hope it's fixed this time. I won't tell anyone you've got plugs, honey. I'm really proud of you.
That's great, honey. But if you want shout-outs, call the rap station.
That's offensive, and I'm really offended by what you're saying. I'm smarter. This used to be a free country.
When?
Yes, good point. But remember, our founding fathers grew tobacco. Relaxed them between stressful stints of genocide, witch burning. And you're so against raising taxes. Smokers pay more taxes than anyone. My grandfather smoked his whole life. lived until he was 32. So what I'm saying is, why can't we encourage more smoking and use the money to pay for better health care and some cultural programs? Expressive dance and sun worship back to the inner cities.
Worrying about the inner city has ruined your academic career. And this woolly thinking is going to ruin your chances of getting anywhere with me. The thing is, smoking is good because it lets people make a lot of money. And so is selectively culling the population. So what I'm proposing is change the proposition. Let people smoke, but make cigarettes much cheaper and force everyone to smoke. That way we weed out the weak, make a lot of money in tax, and keep our national heritage intact.
Line 2, you're on. I say you said it.
I listen every time you show. Really made me think about the world a whole new way. I moved out of the city because it sucked. Now I live in a compound surrounded by barbed wire. And shoot and kill anyone I don't recognize on my land. Just want to say thank you. That's quality broadcasting.
Yeah, thanks. That makes me feel a lot better about myself. Have you got a question?
Yeah, I got corpses from 15 illegal immigrants in my yard. I killed them all myself with my bare hands. Can I get a tax break for all this unpaid work?
Good question. I would certainly hope so. Ask your accountant if you replace your next dependents. Then hide most of your net worth offshore in a complex money laundering system designed to support the drugs trade. Then you can pay virtually...
Wonderful opportunity to talk about recycling and organ donation.
Oh, God, give me strength. I married a fool.
I married a...
You know, when we first met, Peyton, I thought you were so glamorous with your long hair and big ideas. You were studying for a PhD in cultural ceramic history or cross-cultural underwear or something. And I was very young, very foolish. Now I see you for what you are.
And what's that exactly?
An intellectual cesspit. A middle-class disaster. A guilt trip wrapped in neuroses and completely unable to function in this society. No wonder I've begun to sleep around.
And on that note, we have to go visit our marriage therapist. There was a conniving bit...
The movie!
We can really get going.
Straight off a cliff. We'll see you next time.
Boy, I can't imagine what those guys are like in the bedroom, but I'm sure it's a bit like the Bay of Pigs. That was I Say You Said.
Opinions are free, which is why we're here. It's news and talk that our sponsors agree on. WCTR.
This weekend on Weasel. Look at the size of that thing, ladies and gentlemen. There's the real world. And then there's ours. My God! Thunder Beast is out of the ring, and he's... Must fight for the intergalactic wrestling title this weekend. You can't run, Hammerfest! When I stick your head between my legs and clown drive up and down repeatedly, there! You know where I am. It's entirely believable sports action. Grown men fighting in leotards with their bare hands and thighs. This is manly, not homoerotic. See as Thunder Beast fights the primordial force of Brontosaurus Rex, the wrestling caveman that drags his woman around the ring by her hair. The wrestling match that the world... Human Culture, Sunday night on Weasel TV.
Next up on WCTR, the news. We try to make it interesting and not depressing.
This is Leanne Forget, WCTR News. Foreigners are coming. Who are they, and why should we care? The FDA warns shampoo is killing your unborn child. Plus, protests continue outside the Zebra Bar Candy Company. Now for traffic and transit with Richard Burns.
That's right, Leanne. Richard Burns, WCTR.
Police say gang trouble is on the rise again, especially in Los Santos. Sources believe it is linked to the rising drugs trade, while others blame the fascist pigs. Also in gang news, customs officials report a huge influx of Russian mobsters and cheap weapons since the fall of the wall. The governor's office said everything is okay. In Vinewood news, rapper Mad Dog was celebrating the launch of his new clothing line. Richard caught up with him.
The thing about Mad Dog is, think about becoming a superstar. I mean, you know, I've done everything I can do in a rap game. One shit, hands down. Nobody can handle me, you know? Lifetime champ, no shit. I say shit. Oh, hey man, it's cool. That's cool. Hey, no shit. Got clothes. I got labels coming out, you know what I'm saying?
Let's go.
Drinks. I got shoes, tires, rims.
Grove Street. Home. At least it was before I fucked everything up.
What a troubled man. Sounds like he should lay off the sauce. Also today, a Tourette's theater group banned from the park, unless they take up mine. And finally, in foreign news, a suspected U.S. agent was caught in Panama.
What are you doing, Carl? Ryan, stop it!
Quit it! Moms are here.
Mom, they're up to something.
As you can tell in this video, I did the first mission, which is called In the Beginning. It's the cutscene where Tenpenny and Pulaski pick up CJ and they harass him and they dump him off in the alley. Now, after that, I went ahead and collected a whole bunch of weapons I'll be using. I went over to San Fierro, as you could tell, and in Los Santos, I acquired several weapons that'll be used for upcoming missions. I also made sure not to do any swimming. That's why I jumped across with the bullet back into Los Santos near the Flint Intersection. One of the skills which will be kept at 0 will be bicycle skill, cycling skill. Now, all of the story missions can be completed without using a bicycle at all. Other things that I will be doing in this, I'll be buying various clothing, also various hairstyles. That's not a big deal. I don't really care about that so much. And on a different topic, a lot of people have asked me about doing a Vice City starter save. I'd like to go ahead and do one. Unfortunately, though, I haven't played Vice City on a regular basis since 2006. So it would take a lot of research to actually get that done. Both of my previous starter saves, one for Grand Theft Auto 4 as well as San Andreas, I had actually done that at least a couple of times prior to actually making the videos. So I actually knew where all the weapons were, where everything was located, so it didn't take too much to actually make the videos. Now, I did notice that someone on YouTube had tried to make a Vice City starter save. I don't know if they actually finished it. I still wouldn't mind making one myself. However, it would take a little bit more research before I could actually do one. And I also got a lot of people that commented about me doing Grand Theft Auto 5 videos. I might as well address that right now. I won't be able to do any Grand Theft Auto 5 videos for a while, and that's for two reasons. One is the agreement I made with Take-Two Interactive so I could upload video games of Grand Theft Auto. Basically, the agreement is that I won't upload any videos until 9 months after the official release. Now, they currently have it coming out on September 17th, 2013. That means 9 months later will be June 17th of 2014. That would be the first when I could upload any videos for Grand Theft Auto 5. Also, I'm not allowed to upload any cutscenes from any of the videos if I do any walkthroughs. The other thing is there's no mention of a PC version of Grand Theft Auto 5 being released at this point, so hopefully they'll release one because that's how I do all of my videos. I very rarely ever played any video games that were not on PC, aside from arcade games. Some of the exceptions, though, include my old Atari 2600 from the early 1980s. I also had a Sega Game Gear that I played back in 1993. Played it for quite a few years, actually. My favorite game was Sonic the Hedgehog 2. The only other non-PC platform I played on would be a PlayStation that I bought back in 2002, so I could play the game Driver 2. Unfortunately, though, that was the only game I ever played on PlayStation. I never played anything on it ever since. It's just been sitting there collecting dust. Other than that, I've only played games on PC, including the old Atari 800 and 400 home computer systems, and various PCs that came out during the 1990s through today. So basically, yes, I probably will make videos for Grand Theft Auto 5, but it'll probably be a while before that happens. Anyway, I hope you enjoy the rest of this video. Feel free to leave any more comments. Thank you.
We gotta get back to the hood, man. It's too crazy around here. Grab a bike and pedal. Either you ain't forgotten that. Follow my lead.
on the phones. It's a big, lonely state out there.
Careful on, Mary. I'm watching you right now in the shower.
Notice how many lonely hearts are lunatics? You wonder why, or perhaps not. Brian from Las Venturas.
Hey, dude, my name's Brian. I'm calling from Las Venturas. I want to talk about my car.
Why do men just repeat back what you say and never listen? Are you brain dead, Brian?
Don't make me my wife's been brain dead for years.
Oh, so sorry. I seemed all insensitive for a second there, possibly ruining my career. Would it help if I slept with you?
Oh, probably not, dude, though. She wouldn't even notice. I get away with it all the time now, even after I did it with her sister. Actually, our relationship is better than ever. The passion is amazing. It's like I'm a new person. If she was back to the way she was before the accident.
Shit! Abolish cars onto us! Split up! Keep up, motherfucker!
You know, last night, I wondered what it would be like to be brain dead. Then I watched My Five Uncles. God, I'd love to live in that house. Remember, a heart can mend, but a divorce lasts forever. Unless it makes you a widow. Hello?
Yeah, hello, Lonely Hearts. I was just calling up there because I was listening and I figured out, you know, that...
Also, move it, will you?
Anybody's out there lonely, first of all, with all the people on this planet walking around, there's no reason for anybody to be lonely. You understand? That's why I'm in the business of keeping people with company. You know what I'm saying? People who got low self-esteem and they need to pick me up. They need to come down to the Pleasure Dome, hang out with me, Jizzy, and my girls. You know what I'm saying? They gonna keep you company, have you feeling good. And this goes for everybody. I don't care who you are, how old you are. Just come on down and hang out with me if you're lonely. And I'm gonna tell you something. You won't be lonely from the moment you walk in the door. Because somebody's gonna grab your hand and it's gonna be all about to get there from them.
Good grief, that's not the way Lonely Hearts works at all. Is anyone here suffering? I want pain, misery, desolation, all the important things.
Hi, this is Tamara. I'm a stalker.
That's really beautiful. Tell everyone about it.
My man, well, I call him that, even though he's broken off all contact and is married to someone else. I killed the gazelle and sent his heart to him in an envelope. He liked it so much, he told the police and even the newspaper. Then I burned down his place of business, and now I have a special...
I got with them motherfuckers, though. Sold them niggas who's gangster. Ride a nigga. So when you leaving, Carl?
I ain't sure. Thought I might stay. Things is fucked up.
Well, the last thing we need is your help.
Ah, man, I won't let you down. I swear.
Hey, we gonna call some hood rats and chill the hell out. You want some?
I got a whole lot going on. I'm tired. I'll catch y'all later.
Hey, yo, just drop in. We all hanging out.
Gia, and get yourself some colors, fool. And a haircut. It's embarrassing to be seen with you.
The country is in mourning. And most importantly, sportswear. We talked to a fitness expert about the crucial role of endorsed clothing. And who could forget, we visit the greatest
about a Declaration of Independence or discovery of penicillin, you have just seen one man score a point. When the rest of the world discovers TV, they'll be able to see this. Wow, isn't that amazing? He did what he was paid to do.
We love sports more than you love it or loathe it. Let's talk about it. Stay in the tight and...
Show me what you got.
My pimp eats us the best.